Today I'm unboxing this, and I've got no idea how to pronounce that name. Leicozic. Anyway, it's an IEM, and so the idea is that if you're on set and you want the director or script supervisor or clients, producer, whatever, able to monitor the audio of what you're recording, you will hand out to them little Comteks or IFBs or IEMs, whatever you're calling them. And in the past, I've been using my Sony wireless sets, which are basically about the same price as, say, the popular Sennheiser G3s. But what I like about them is that they've got a little headphone output on it, and yeah, I've got like a bunch of them. So if I just need a couple, that's what I will tend to do, because I haven't gone out and invested in any particular IFB sets or Comteks or whatever. Until now, I thought I would give these a go because, yeah, there's a few people who've been trying them out. They're basically Chinese-made ones that are, let's just say, pretty similar to the Sennheiser G3's IEMs you'd see. Yeah, because quite often people have been sort of making copies in China, but then they might start selling it under their own brand name. I think particularly more recently, because there's been much more of a crackdown on trying to get rid of fakes, although there's still lots more. So anyway, these companies will sell them as well under their own brand name, and which is what this one is, which seems to be one of the bigger brand names if you're searching for it on Aliexpress or whatnot. And yeah, so if you see inside it looks fairly similar to a G3, and just yeah, definitely Sennheiser seems to be one of the more commonly copied companies. Like for instance, the Sennheiser 416 is undoubtedly the most commonly faked shotgun you would ever come across. It's probably one of the reasons I'm not really too keen on recommending the 416 to people to buy, because if they're buying it new, they're buying it second hand. I mean, if they're buying it new, there's a risk too, but if they're buying it second hand, there's a good chance it might be a fake. And then, if you're buying it new, the new price from a store that's reputable and you can trust that you're getting a genuine thing, the price for a new 416, it's you could get something like a Rode NT-G3 for quite a bit less, or a Deity S Mic 2, or you could spend not that much more and get one of the more premium ones that's popular, from Sanken or DPA or whatever. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked there talking about a 416. Let's open this up. It came in this box, and it's got a bit dinged up on the side, and so you can see this box as well got kind of crunched up in the corners, so it got a bit dinged up in the travels from China to here in New Zealand. So yeah, didn't really put much packaging around it, but that's fine because all the stuff is inside this box, inside the package, so it's only if you care about the original box looking nice does it really matter. Oh, and it comes with a carry handle too. Not that I'd probably really use that. So yeah, it's better package inside, firm in here, and hey, you can see everything's in there, more firm padding, and we've got a instruction manual of sorts. Is it entirely in Chinese? No, it's English. Yay! It's actually the whole thing. Oh no, it's first half is in English, second half is in Chinese. Cool. So yeah, they've got a few different versions of this. So you've got the full rack version, which is, and then I've got the half rack version for the transmitter. So it's only that wide. You can apparently, because there isn't too much info about these online, so I'm partially just buying it on a punt to see how it is and how it turns out, but fingers crossed. But yeah, there's not too much info about it, but I'm thinking, from what I've heard, you should actually be able to get these to receive from other transmitters like the G3, even my Sony transmitters, if you turn the pilot turn off. So in terms of a small bag transmitter, I'll probably be using that. And this one though, it has a left and right, let's open it up, it's got a left and right inputs. So you'd think it will be able to transmit in stereo, just like the genuine G3 IEMs can do. So yeah, so it's got left and right in. So it's going to be curious to find out if we can actually transmit it in stereo, because what I have heard perhaps from some people is that even if you are transmitting in stereo, it still only like receives this in mono. So it would be nice if it could receive in stereo, but I'm not going to be holding my hopes up too much. And besides, lots of other things like Comtek, for instance, they don't receive in stereo, so it won't be a deal breaker for me if it doesn't, but I've just got my fingers crossed and we'll find out. So that's one reason why I picked this up. Yeah, so what can I say about this? Oh yeah, so you can tweak the levels of right and left with a screwdriver. And DC in powered by 12 volts, pulls 260 milliamps. It's got an antenna out here that would, does it come with the antenna? Surely it does. Oh yeah, here it is. So, yep, screw on that in the back for the transmitter, and then, yeah, power button. You should be able to change the frequency up front. I do wonder, what is that USB stick for? It's a USB input. Oh, and then you've got a headphone jack, although I'm not going to really need that, but if you want to check stuff, good. It's always good for troubleshooting. When you've got a headphone jack on one of your equipment, you can listen to it a step earlier before it, or after it's going through your mixer. What is that USB port for? I'm just skimming here through the manual for the first time. So yeah, you are able to change what frequency you're transmitting. These ones, okay, that's a bit weird. It says here in the manual that's from 798 to 830 megahertz, but I know the one I ordered was like somewhere in the 500 megahertz range. So let's see if it tells you inside here. Oh yeah, cool. It is actually what I ordered. But why in there for a second when the manual said something else? But yeah, so I bought the 572 to 603 megahertz range because I thought that made the most sense for where I live and what I earn already, because I don't want it to be too close to my receivers I already have in my bag for my Talent Wireless. You want, yeah, what you're transmitting out for hops and so forth to be a bit different. Cool. So anyway, what else you get with this? You get, I mean, there's various different packages that you could buy. I got the one with just one of these and one of these, and I have also bought another separate deal with like 4 of these already. So I've actually got like 5 of these in total now. So anyway, so yeah, you come along with these little in-ear monitors, headphones, and yeah, sure, I mean, I'm not really going to be using these because I want to have headphones, not earphones that you hand out, because different people will be using them. So that's probably something, my next step, I should think about what's a good one to buy. How Technical makes one specifically for our target market. Oh, hey, look, we've got a big quarter-inch to quarter-inch cable. Why would we be wanting that? Maybe to feed that. Oh yeah, and we've got to power it from AC. And oh yes, these here will loop into the headphones to help you hold it over your ear. And that's about all I can say about what this unboxing looks like for now. And I will do another update video once I've actually had a time to use it and give some feedback about if it's actually worthwhile for other people who want to get it, rather than just me who's just taking risk on it to find out. Here it tells you about what the USB socket is for. You can connecting USB disk, MP3, audio frequency input. So what I think they're saying is you could hook up an MP3, and some MP3s on a USB disk and start playing it through here. That's kind of a cool feature. I guess if you haven't started rolling for the day, you can play out some music to people or something. I'm not quite sure what other reason you would want it for. Yeah. Oh, you've got a preset 40 frequencies that you can choose from. And yep, that's it for now. Let's get using this at some point. I mean, it's got a relatively low bar to pass, I thought. I mean, as long as it's better than like Comtek's, I'll be happy. See ya, over and out.